everyone.
Wow!
Our topic for today is about emerging technologies, instant radio learning analysis.
So in this chapter, you are expected to please read number 1. Identify the applications of learning analytics in education. Analyze the benefits and drawbacks of learning analytics as applied in the context of education and discuss some experiences of Asian universities on use of learning analytics. Have you ever thought
What's up?
engines?
What's up? What's up? Game. Oh,
Have you ever thought search engines seem to know the next word that you will key in the search bar? Perhaps you have already wondered why the advertisements popping out on your social media are within your interest and taste. So, one, for example, in Google, when you are mag-search, bitaw ka sa Google, di ba? Kung sa ito i-type, dapat na yung mugawas. May mugawas na next nga bitaw ka word, yung murang i-click. Oh, kada inana ba siya nag-search na nito naalay. Then, also, there's an advertisement and yung ang advertisement yung pop up ito kung sa like sa Google or na-type app na atong i-click tayo na yung mga advertisements na magawas. So that is, that concept is the power of data analytics. Yes. So the science of analyzing raw data in order to make conclusions about that information. What if we use this power of technology in education? Could there be any advantages and drawbacks? So in this lesson, you will exposed to learning analytics. So our topic is all about learning analytics and how it could be potentially used in the parlance of educational teaching. Learning analytics, please read.
Because of the fast pace of internet development, data has been easily accessible and openly available. Through the use of artificial intelligence, analysts can make use of the data online to come up with the decisions primarily used in advertising and business. This concept is called data analytics.
Okay, so according to Google, learning analytics, it is the measurement, collection, analysis, and reporting of data about learners and their context for purposes of understanding and optimizing learning and the environments in which it occurs. So the primordial aim of learning analytics is to capture a better understanding of the educational settings and ultimately improve learning capabilities. So in this sense, teachers and educators' decisions could be influenced mainly by using learning analytics. So we have the video in the next slide. So Purdue University provided intervention measures to struggling students using predictive modeling. So, one recent study by Vladimir Servola, Porshanib, Rosalind, and Makonin 2019 provided a summary of learning analytics utility ranging from students to government level. So it implies that learning analytics could be essential to students, teachers, institutions, and the government. Then teacher level, monitoring learning processes, assessment and teacher support, curriculum development, and personal development. Institutional level, evidence-based management, possible cost reduction, improving educational services, predicting post-educational employment, and government level data for policy making. So for instance, in using data analytics, students can have personal interventions to improve their learning of a concept. Meanwhile, the teachers can monitor students' learning progress, while the government can use data for policy making. Educational benefits in using learning analytics. So there are 5 benefits in using learning analytics. So the discovery of learning analytics provides some benefits that can improve the delivery of instruction. So first is identification of target courses. Everyone please read.
Artificial intelligence can be used to analyze the preference and the needs of students in terms of the courses that they would like to learn more. Educational institutions can easily decide what programs to be potentially offered to the students. In this way, a matching of the needs of the course offerings is ensured.
So for instance, teachers can identify the preferred websites where resources could be retrieved by mostly studying and comparing the numbers of visits to such sites. So in that way, teachers can enhance learning resource generation in their classes. So using learning analytics, teachers can also predict and track learners' performance and detect problematic issues of struggling students raise. Next is curriculum improvement.
By analyzing big data,
Like national achievement tests and other nationwide aptitude exams, educators can reconfigure the curriculum. In this way, the curriculum could be enriched by considering the students' needs to optimize their potential.
Next is improvement of student learning experiences and processes. The learner's interaction and the trails they leave online could be converted as big data to reveal learning behavior. In that way, teachers can enrich learning experiences and processes. Therefore, teachers can choose the most appropriate teaching strategy and contextualize learning options to facilitate their learning. Fourth is personalization of learning. So using big data online, machine learning, and artificial intelligence can help in the customization of learning. For instance, an online learning management system can provide real-time feedback through email when learners need additional topics to learn or have already achieved the desired skills. Next is research opportunities in education. So using big data, educational researchers can easily collaborate to do studies that could impact policy making. Learning analytics can help researchers identify gaps in education, leading to the creation of possible answers and potential solutions. However, the lack of training among researchers in the use of big data still confronts many educational researchers. So here's the video for you to apply.
Learning analytics collects and analyzes data generated by learners during their interactions with online and offline learning environments. It serves to optimize learning and data-rich decision-making related to learning, teaching, and educational management. The 4 key elements of learning analytics are data, people, learning, and management. Common data sources are log data, student characteristics, prior educational background, and academic performance, just to name a few. Learning analytics is enabled by data, but it is not to be driven by data. Learning analytics is about leveraging human decisions. It is about learners and should benefit learners. It is most commonly used by teachers to identify learning difficulties and opportunities for learning support and improvement of curriculum design. It is also meant to be used to provide learners with insights into their own learning progress, thereby informing learning strategies. However, the efficacy of learning analytics depends on key users' abilities to interpret data and turn it into meaningful action. It also needs careful consideration of ethical and privacy issues that are associated with the usage of personal data. Learning analytics seeks to explore the optimal pathway to learning. It does not account for everything about learners, but it gives some valuable information about learners and their learning activities, which could inform learning interventions. Fundamentally, learning analytics is meant to empower learners by enhancing their control of learning decisions, hence developing self-regulative skills. It also aims to improve teaching efficiency and efficacy by prompting critical reflections and actions among teachers based on the feedback about students. Moreover, learning analytics should inform managerial decisions to ensure the best quality learning environment. In other words, learning analytics is about managing learning, teaching, and educational environment. To sum up, learning analytics is about closing the feedback loop that is enabled by data generated by learners and serves the purpose of enhancing learning and informing decisions in educational practices.
Challenges in using learning analytics in education will be discussed by Ms. Aki.
Well, there is significant plethora of benefits to education. Learning analytics also advances some challenges to the education sector. So following are the challenges. First, digital tracking and data collection. Big data comes from tracking and collecting or receiving data. Many institutions can use big data because they do not have a necessary result. So, there are many institutions that cannot use big data because they do not have the needed tools to track and manage that students' data. It implies that institutions should have platforms to track the number of times and individual logs into the course. Aside from social and online platforms, educators need to satisfy elements in collecting data. These elements include the availability of resources and determination of suitability for this type of learning environment and knowledge acquisition. Number 2, learning environment. It should be noted that learning cannot happen in just one
wireless connectivity for the purposes of simplicity accessing and exchanging information such as yun. During online learning o online modality, diba? We can access and we can exchange information with each other inside the forum or inside the meet, diba? Or inside sa discussion. So, di ba, for example, laptop, cellphone, ang part during sa practice and practice pa. So, from filming a video or from filming through camera, we can have a reflection on ourselves. Kung asa ba ta mag-improve or bawas-bawasan if nasutraan. So, yes. We can gain also knowledge from our mistakes.
Yes!
Through seeing or through watching the video that we have recorded from the camera. So next we have, there are also wearable devices that measures brain activity by generating data and sending it to a tablet or a smartphone. So just for example, this one. Ini siya. Sa head one, na something makascan siya sa iyong brain. Sino ipasulod? Sino na dahil mo sa mga? So, isa sa siya ka ko, isa siya ka limitation na for a privacy na nakita ko, if one, overuse or mag-abuse ka din kami. So, that's
Okay, so according to the USA's International Society for Technology and Education and Computer Science Teacher Association 2011, computational thinking is a problem-solving process that has the following characteristics. So, from the word computational thinking, of course, we are using our minds to analyze and solve problems. Okay, so here are the characteristics. Formulating and solving problems with the use of computers and other tools, diba? Diba, kasagaran sa atin is we are using mobile phones or computer, laptops, just like teachers, diba, pag nag-compute na, mga grades. Logically, organizing and analyzing data. Representing data through abstraction. So, abstraction is yung automatic dito with mismo. Like, for example, coffee maker. Kibali, ang coffee maker, maghimo sa ng coffee. Awin abstraction. Models, kibali, makita with mismo ba ninyo? Okay, so, automating solutions through algorithmic thinking. Identifying, analyzing, and implementing possible solutions with aim of determining the most efficient and effective combination of steps and resources, and generalizing and transferring this problem-solving process to a wide variety of problems. So, ako yun ang computational thinking. From the word, ang inanunod is from the word computational thinking, of course. Yaong kagdan na ang mga problem-solving, something critical dito mag-think, mag-analyze, evaluate, something how the good, isipin niyo, when makabati ka mo ng computational thinking. Okay, next is here. Computational thinking. Everyone, please read para makasabot.
computational thinking and AI may belong to the realm of computer science, but the digitization of education and other fields should not prevent us from learning and emerging competencies. Since AI is occupying space in many areas of our learning and living now and in the years to come, digital literacy is a helpful resource that must be enhanced by schools, teachers, and students to cope with the challenges and opportunities in an AI-powered society.
Okay, so computational thinking is kabilang siya sa computer science, di ba? Computational thinking. So, but the digitization of education, dapat daw, hindi itong computational thinking makakasira sa iba't ibang iba't ibang learning styles, parang gano'n. Parang gano'n. Dapat hindi siya maging hadlang. Dapat hindi siya maging hadlang sa ating mga students para sa future natin, para mas ma-learn natin siya. Parang hindi naman siya maging hadlang kasi, of course, kailangan pa rin natin to. Lalo na ngayon, di ba? Ngayon nga is parang grabe na siya, useful na siya sa atin, ang mga gadgets and everything. Ano pa kaya sa future natin, di ba? Oh, of course, kailangan natin mag-lahat, di ba? Kailangan natin biglang nakalaga ang mga sa ating paligid. Pero of course, kahit pa di ba may generator na. Of course, we find ways, we are videoing. We all find ways. Pero kung walang generator, solar, nagsusulat sila ng mga kuan nila, mga class records and everything. Pero, simula nung na-apply na kuan na natin ang mga AI, mga computers and all is, mas naging madali ang kanilang pag-record, pag-check, or pag-pasa ng kahit anong document sa school. Okay, number 2 is supporting students through additional AI tutors. Diba sa computers, meron ding mga YouTube, diba? Ganun pa rin siya, technology. Yung ginagamit natin dito, diba parang sa YouTube, what do you call that? Search tayo kung ano yung kailangan natin matutunan. Kung sa isang klase, hindi natin natutunan ng klase ng guro natin. So, gumagamit tayo ng phone or ng computers para mag-search sa YouTube or sa other applications.
Additional, yun, nakuha ka mo na yun, Alexa na device yun. Hey Alexa.
Automatic, di ba?
Yun, siya kay mas makakuha ng mga bata. Kaya mo lang, hey Alexa, what is 1 plus 1?
Yes.
What is the English of kuan? Ano ba daw? Oh, pronunciation.
Meron din sa Google. Google Assistant.
Hey Siri, habang
Okay, so supporting students through additional tutors, they have AI tools that can aid students to have fundamental knowledge of subjects in basic mathematics, writing, and many other subjects. So tama nga yung sinabi ni Miss Salisid na through this AI is mas magiging madali ang ating pag-learn. Okay, so number 3 is source of feedback via AI-driven program. AI helps the educators and the students to respond to the content in curriculum. It can give feedback which can inform the teachers in deciding relevant and effective teaching. It can also monitor students' performance to assist them in the success of their work. Okay, so isa rin itong role niya is to source of feedback via. So, parang way siya to let the students parang magiging automatic magiging mali yung decision niyo or parang magiging marami siyang makukuha na information, marami siyang makukuha na learning through this support ng mga feedback niya. For example, nag-pass siya ng ganun. Tapos pagkawan sa teacher niya is yung parang mali. So, automatic ang feedback ng pinas niya is parang so tama yung tulad ng Siri, di ba? Parang may pag-ask ka ng Siri. Pag-ask ka sa Siri na ganun, tapos ang answer mo is mali, pero ang sa Siri tama. Parang ganun yung sa artificial intelligence ang role niya. Next is number 4, making trial and error less intimidating. Okay, can you read everyone?
offers a mechanism for experimentation and learning in judgment-free context. Intelligent computer systems have trial and error methods where learners can go back from the start and correct their mistakes.
Okay, so making trial and error lessons. Di ba most of us kapag gumagawa tayo ng something, yung may gagawin tayong project or ano ba, di ba medyo nagagalit ka agad tayo, parang bakit ganun eh, bakit hindi po trial and error? So ang role niya is to help the student parang maging malaman dito dahil niya, parang ganun, o parang trial, first mag-try ka, then ang computer automatic niya i-check yung yes, tama. Yung sa mga kuan sa Word ba yan? Sa Word, diba? Sa Word, sa PowerPoint, diba yung mga
Automatic ang
spelling, parang ganun yung role ng AI, grammar.
That's right.
Diba? Right? So number 5 is transforming the teacher, the learner, and the learning process. Okay, so read everyone.
The growing use of AI takes over some of the basic tasks of the teacher. AI systems and software allow the students to study anytime and anywhere. Learning basic skills is now possible through AI. These trends are happening now and can be expected to further develop in the
Yes,
future.
so diba? Tama. You're experiencing it right now, diba? Okay, transforming the educational institutions to develop among its teachers and students certain knowledge and skills geared toward a future powered AI and digital technologies. So, digital literacy, therefore, becomes an imperative. It refers to the ability to access, manage, understand, integrate, communicate, evaluate, and create information safely and appropriately through digital devices and network technologies for participation in economic and social life. It includes competencies that are variously referred to as computer literacy, ICT literacy, information literacy, and media literacy. Okay, so digital literacy is an imperative. So, isa siya sa imperative. So, kinakailangan siya sa ating generasyon ngayon, di ba? Di ba? Ang digital literacy. Oo, di ba? Yun ang ginagamit natin ngayon. So, word digital literacy. So, digital, mga gadgets. Di ba? Mga gadgets. Nag-learn tayo sa mga gadgets na iba. Tulad natin, mga students, teachers. So, nagiging imperative siya. So, kinakailangan na talaga siya ng ating generasyon ngayon. So, sa digital literacy, nakaka-access tayo, di ba? Nakaka-manage siya. Tapos, hindi tayo natututo, di ba? Mostly, may mga ibang learners na mas nakaka-yun din sila through visualizing nagiging sa mga videos or nagbabasa sa phones, nag-research, mas madali sila natututo kontra yung kinakausap lang sila or gano'n, di ba? May iba't ibang klase ng learning naman ng mga bata. So, evaluate and duplicate. So, database, verifically, and appropriate. So, gano'n. Next is, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organizations, or UNESCO, proposed digital literacy competency areas and competencies as part of their global framework to measure digital literacy. Some competency areas include fundamentals of hardware and software, information and data literacy, communication and collaboration, and digital content creation. The objective is to reveal the power of digital competencies that can analyze, use, and decode artificial intelligence as a power technology to which we must necessarily think in a context to understand its scope, limitations, potential, and challenges. So, ang UNESCO is, they propose digital literacy as part of their global framework to measure digital literacy. So, there are some competency includes fundamental hardware and software, di ba? Sa mga digital is merong software and hardware. Okay, so meron din information, data literacy, and communication, collaboration, digital creation, and everything. So, the objective ng ini is that it reveals the power of digital competencies that can